Good morning. It's quite early this morning. I'm sorry if I look a bit rough, but it's 4 weeks in for my knee replacement. I'm still not sleeping that great, but here we go. Anyway, I'm going to make some yogurt, and I've been making my yogurt in the easiyo, and I'm making normal Greek yogurt. I'm not using any of the sachets, so I just thought I'd talk you through what I do. I'm using a pot to heat mine up. It's Emerald Legacy. I'm probably saying that wrong, but you know what I mean. It's it's similar to the Instant Pot, and it's got a yogurt scent in, so I'm heating it up in there. It does cool it as well, but I tend to use a thermometer because I don't trust it what temperature it ends up. What I do is I've doubled the recipe because I've got two easiyos, which I'll show you in a minute. I've got 2 litres in mine, and then I put the milk in. I've done a third of a cup of milk powder, so I've put 2 of them in. I've got 2 litres in mine. Whisk the milk powder in before you start warming it, and then I start the whole process off. So I'll show you now, because mine's actually cooling down now, because it takes 12 hours and I don't want to have to wake up stay awake half the night to put it in the fridge when it's done. So I'm going to quickly turn you around if we can see my pot. There we go. Not very good on the camera. There's my pot. It's cooling now, so it's in there. Okay, I like to cool mine down. I normally cool it down to about 43 to 45 degrees, and then I put some I take some of the milk out, I put it in a jug, I add a quarter of a cup of yogurt. Because I've done 2 litres, I'll be putting 2 of these in. I whisk it into the milk in the jug, pour it in, and then give it a stir, but don't over stir it. That's obviously once your yogurt's reached the right temperature that you can add your starter. Now this is the easier. I'm going to turn you around. Ooh, here we go. See if we can get them in. Right. Ooh, like I said, excuse my dodgy camera skills. There we go. There we go. Right. Now I bought both of mine off Vinted. I haven't bought mine new because it's something that people buy and then they don't use it. I first bought this red one, and then I bought the white one. They basically hold the same amount of yogurt. Let's see if I can get around a bit more. Yeah, they hold the same amount of yogurt, and they hold these tubs down here. Okay, now what I tend to do is I'm warming my pots up. You probably don't need to do this, but that's what I do. So I've got some boiling water in each of these, warming them up, and then I've cleaned, these are all clean, and then to sterilise them I've put some boiling water in there, which when we're ready to put, oh sorry, you're going to see my sink now. So obviously all that water's coming out when the yogurt's ready to go in. So yeah, so if you look out for these, make sure you've got the pot in it. You get the pot as well, which is really important. But can't speak properly this morning. Just remember these two both hold the same. They're just different shapes. Okay, there is I'm going to put you back round to me now. There is another size which is even smaller, which I believe only holds like 500 grams, but them two hold the same amount. So just check that you get the pot with it when you look on it. I picked both mine up for under £5. Yeah, there was postage on top, which probably brought it was about £2.95 or something. But I mean, for what you buy them new, and one of them I literally got the little easiyo yogurt pots with it as well. So it's well worth looking, reusing that someone else doesn't want, buying it second hand, and it does the job. So yeah, so I'm now going to stop the video, and then when we get on to the next stage I'll record the rest. But I had an electric yogurt maker that my yogurt just wasn't setting very well. It just wasn't turning out very well, and yet I'm going to touch wood now, this one probably go wrong. Every batch I've made so far, I'm now using, I have been the last 4 times, I'm using my previous batch of yogurt. It's come out lovely and thick, and I haven't even had to drain it, which is an amazing thing, because normally when I put it in the yogurt maker I had to drain it, and once I drained it there was a lot of yogurt left. This, no, don't have to. When I come to put the yogurt in the thing, I'll put the video on again so you can see my previous batch of yoghurt and see what it's like. Okay, well, I'll be back in a bit. Right, and we're back now that my yoghurt's reached its temperature, 44 Celsius my temperature is. Between, I think it's 40 and 45 Celsius is about right. So I've took some milk out of there, and I've put it in my, excuse my camera skills are terrible, in a jug, if I can find the jug. Oh, round the other way. I don't know. Here we go. Put it in the jug there. Right. This is my previous batch of yogurt. Let's pick it up so you can see it. How nice and thick that is. There you go. That's it. So then I put a quarter of a cup of, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed while I'm videoing. So I'm going to put 2 of them, quarter of cups of my previous yogurt batch. Right, so in there, like so. Okay. So then I'm going to whisk that in the milk that I took out of my pan. Like so, in there, give that a little whisk. Then I'm going to tip that back into my pot. Right. There we go. That's there we go. That's probably a bit better. So that's been tipped back in there. And then all I do is, you don't want to over whisk it. I give it a little bit whisk like that. Like so. A little light whisk through. So that's mixed all the yogurt in. Okay, that's done. And then over here, they're just completely, there's nothing, there's no water in these. You don't need water in these. Let's open the lid on that. Right. So all you got is your bits in there. No water at all in any of them. That's my pots ready. I'm just going to fill them up now, put them in there, put the lid on, put it somewhere that you're not going to keep moving it around, and then it's going to just sit there for 12 hours. That's it. And then we should have nice thick yogurt like we had before. There we go, look at that. That hasn't been strained or anything. That's literally how it was. So there we go. So I'll bring it back later when that yogurt's done. Thank you. Right, it's now about 10:15 at night. It's been sitting there for 12 hours now, the yogurt. So let's see how it's come together. Right, that's the first one. Shut that one. And there's the other one. Right. There we go. Let's have a look. There we go. Perfectly set yogurt. Now that's going to go straight in the fridge now. You want to leave that in there overnight, and then it's ready to have in the morning. So that's come out of the white one. Look, you can see how nice and thick that is. So that one's done. And this is the one in the red one. Perfect. There we go. So there's your Greek yogurt without buying any of the sachets for the easiyo. Thank you. Good night. Good morning. It's the next day now. My yogurt's been in the fridge overnight, so I thought I'd come back and show you what it's like this morning. There we go. I just look at that. Perfect. Right, I'm going to read you the recipe, but I'm also going to try and put it in the description below if I can figure out how to do it, but I'll give it a go. Anyway, I will try. But yes, so a litre full fat milk, 1/3 of a cup of milk powder. I've done it with semi-skimmed and I've done it with whole milk, and it works with both. When the milk, you've got to bring the milk up, obviously when you make yogurt, you've got to bring the temperature up of the milk. When it cools down, we want it about 44 centigrades, a little bit lower is alright. You can, if you haven't got a thermometer, they do say if you can put your finger in it and hold it in there for a certain amount of time, then you're good to go. I always take some of the milk out of the pot, put it in a jug or bowl, whatever, then add my 1/4 cup of starter in it, mix it in, then I put it back in the bowl of the big pot of yoghurt, give it a light stir around. That's it. And then from that point you're going to transfer it into your easiyo plastic pot. You've got nothing inside, you don't need any water, you just got it as it is. You fill it up, put it inside the easiyo thermal container, and put it somewhere that you're not going to disturb it, because you don't want to be moving it around all day. I mean, I tend to put mine in the lounge, because in the kitchen I live in a very tiny home. I can't have it on my kitchen worktops because cooking dinner. I take it in my lounge and I find somewhere there and just leave it well alone for the 12 hours. Once the 12 hours is up, you're going to take it out of the thermal I can't even think straight this morning, the containers I showed you, the thermal container, put it straight in the fridge, leave it overnight, and then it's good to go. This hasn't been strained at all, like I told you before. This is how it is. As it sits in the fridge, you know, as you're using it, you might get a little bit of whey, a little bit of liquid. I tend to just pour it off. That's all you need to do. So that's it. So yeah, so that's how you can just make a straightforward, you don't have to buy the sachets of just Greek yogurt in the easiyo maker. I'm going to put down in the description, I write it down, the recipe as well, so you've got it. I hope this was helpful. I know my camera skills are a bit dodgy, but it's all about if I can help someone, you know, be able to do it. It's straightforward. You know, you can pick the easiyos up on Vinted, probably even eBay, so cheap. And there you go. You haven't got to put electric on. You're just letting it sit for the day, and you've got some nice yogurt to have and do what you want with it. I think I'm going to make some ice cream with mine. I'm just waiting for an ice cream maker, so perhaps I'll do a video on that. So thank you for watching. Hope to see you again. Have a nice day. Bye for now. Bye.